Okay, good morning, afternoon, evening. I think we've got all those time zones in this game. As usual, let me know if you can hear me, if you can't hear me, and what's wrong in the YouTube comments. Looks like we do have a couple people joining us, so I'm not sure what time zones you're joining us from, but good morning. It's morning for me. So our matchup today is against Southern Cross and Phoenix, and it probably will be a good one. I'm hoping for control point, but I kind of understand. Our match maps for today are Launchpad, Waterway, Stadium. Stadium is, again, if we go to control point. And logo's right. Ready to go. Just waiting on the teams now. One of the first games of the cycle, if not the first game. I'm not sure if any teams played it yesterday. And we are in cycle 3. No, cycle 4, season 3. Sorry. Like I said, it's early. Didn't expect to be up last night. Let's see what we have coming up today. So we're in a sprinter tier matchup here, and both Phoenix and Southern Cross are fairly close together, which leads me to believe it's going to be a fairly close matchup. Excuse me. So yeah, first match today, at least I know that. And then later today we've got UNSC taking on both the and team name. They're going to have a long day. Difficult matchups, but go UNSC. And then we've got HHI versus Sky, Obey versus Supernova, The versus D, and Bias versus Acme. All today. Busy day today. Plenty of Dash League for whoever wants to watch it all day. And well, it's me, Callie. I'm guessing we're probably not going to have somebody else hopping in the booth with me. But if anybody out there is in comments and wants to join, let me know. I imagine many people are either sleeping, getting ready to sleep, or playing in game. Let me move the drone to at least let them know we're good to go. But they do still have at least a few minutes here. So looking at lineups, looks like both teams are definitely bringing their top lineups. On Southern Cross, we've got Universal. Otherwise would probably be in the booth with me at the moment. We've got Stone, Rapscallion, Jedi, and Rembrandt. And for this map at least, we are going to be on Sydney servers. Definitely going to give Southern Cross a bit of an advantage. And I'm not entirely sure how Sydney servers are for those in the EU and anything they're dealing with usually. But Zarlu and Crackers, at least I believe, are EU, so they're gonna have a fun time, I imagine. I'm not sure if they're supposed to switch switch regions afterwards. I can definitely check. Oh yeah, they're gonna switch to New York. For those who aren't aware, they brought New York back. Yay! So Phoenix's lineup, we got Zarlu and Big Boy J. I'm not incredibly familiar with who that is. We got Brackers, who's probably going to be one-handed abs today. Anybody who's seen Cubs. He's been waiting on a controller replacement. And then we've also got Woe and Quesex. familiar names are probably more backers in PHNX in relation to Phoenix. They've been on the team for, well, since I've known that they've been a team, but that has not been as long. So it's been at least a season previous to this one. They've got some vets. Definitely gone through a couple of changes in the off season. Picked up some fantastic recruits, including Zarluin, who we see in here today. And yeah, we see a Brackers there with one hand, but he's still pretty deadly with he'll pick up a shock with one hand and go at it, and he is fairly deadly. I do imagine that will hurt them a little bit in this matchup, along with it being on a Sydney server. I'd probably have to give I don't know. Launchpad I might give to Phoenix either way. I know we've seen Southern Cross doing very well on Waterway, which is the second map. It looks like they're good to go. Rembrandt already off the bat, going back to get shots. I'm gonna move the drone. Please remind me in YouTube comments or something, or shoot me a DM if I forget about the drone, because I always do. And also, if anything's wrong with the audio or anything, you want to hear games louder, me quieter,
match starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Rembrandt's going to be setting up, already taken out by a bounce shot by Zarluin. Rapscallion is still in the area with shocks though, and manages to clear cart. Stealing third dash, gets another good pick on cart. Oh, gets the pick on a backers, but is taken out. Zarluin setting up in a good defensive position while on offense. And the cart is moving along with at least one person on it. Not many Southern Cross in the area at the moment. I imagine there is one down the other side. And Crash Zone gets a good hit on the sides there. Excuse me, one-handed at Brackers, trying to clear shield room, but 3 are moving to the shield room at the moment. It looks like the cart is down. Good pick there by Universe. Universe is just clearing house here, but finally taken out by Plus. Crash Zone taken out as she's moving in. And Rembrandt was trying to hide a bit there, so looks like a lot of Southern Cross are down. Managed to I think everybody was just about to die. It's the curse of the camera. They're doing a pretty good job here of watching Staples right now. But one is able to sneak back. Good picks here by Quest, but the cart is not moving. They're going to need to take those rockets out. One-handed abs. Still trying to do work with that shock. I'm curious whether or not he had to remap some things to one controller just to be able to have everything in one hand. I just thought of that. I've seen him in pubs a couple times with the one hand. And like I said, he's still frustratingly deadly. Or I'm just like that. But I think he is frustratingly deadly. And I had not thought about dashes. Maybe he just is foregoing sprinting for the moment. Whoa, taking out the weapon. And yeah, Southern Cross is doing a really good job so far. In fact, at 319, it's not halfway down the hill. It is halfway down, but it is only half. Rapscallion's going to start grabbing rockets and setting up defensively. Zarluin is going to try and get his team some breathing room to push that cart, but he's taken out. Just under 3 minutes to go. It looks like they're trying to clear up here in this Crash Zone, trying to through the area. And rockets are taking a good job there by Quest. Gets some picks. Looks like somebody was going shotgun flank. I wonder if there was a call out for that. And I imagine at this point, Abrackers basically has full real estate for any of the shocks. None of his team are gonna try and take them from him. And I imagine it's an availability issue, why he's still playing the match. Because, as we know, we've got a lot of time zones to hit here. And instead of having a US person waking up at the hour for a Saturday morning, they have the Brackers, who it's a bit later for. More reasonable time. Got a couple people cheering for just under 2 minutes. PHNX is struggling with the SMG bridge here. Remembrance taking a shot. Manages to take out Brackers. And wow. Reloading. Still manages to get that pick. Some good strafing there. As I said, playing this on a Sydney server, which definitely helps out with explosives for the Southern Cross guys. Oh, good pick there by Rapscallion. Speaking of explosives, it is a lot more difficult to use explosives on a server where you have super high ping. Anybody who's tried it is probably familiar with those pains. Good rockets there by Rapscallion. Still, gonna probably see a pretty good group up here by PHNX. Being cautious and smart. Trying to get points before hopping the cart, but taken out by Rapscallion. Definitely some struggles with the server. But good pick there by Pick Boy. But unfortunately it's for popping a cart. Same with quite a few blue in the area. It looks like good pick by Abrackers. 10 seconds. See if we can get overtime going here. The Universal mowing down.
2, 1. Time's up.
Oh,
Red
I
team
thought they were going to
wins.
get that overtime. They definitely had a good push there at the end. Nearly did it. But we are going to see
Switching
Southern Cross
sides.
is now pushing. Just because
Prepare
PHNX
to
didn't get
start.
checkpoint doesn't necessarily mean much at the moment, because PHNX could also hold Southern Cross before checkpoint. It's going to be difficult, and I'm not sure that that's what we're going to see, but you never know. We've seen crazier things.
Match starts in 3, 2,
Starting off on a Brackers
1.
one-handed abs. He's got his shots. He was
First
expecting somebody to
elimination.
go for that dash. Looks like they know he's in the house. There's like quite a few PHNX in the house. Gets that one pick. Nice. Oh, but somebody was right next to him. Nice. Good rockets by QuestX. I think we're gonna see a lot of rockets by PHNX here. Both QuestX and Lewin are fantastic at rockets. Frustratingly so. Super low on health, manages to stay alive and get the pick, but he didn't grab the health. I think he just missed something. Looks like Zarluin, having server issues, is going for shotguns, making a liar. He might not see as many rockets in that server. As I said, him being EU is definitely going to be a struggle for him. I think it's worse EU to Sydney than US to Sydney. I'm showing my fantastic geography screen here. Looks like PHNX is struggling a bit to get to cart. Southern Cross is actually triple stacking the cart. And Jedi is pushing that thing down the hill. Making me struggle to keep up with the drum. I'm sure they'll be coming for him. Here. It's a bit abrupt. This is Haley Arthur's on dead switch. So when we see somebody die, we switch to the viewers. Super helpful. It'll give me a chance to focus on the moving fairly quickly. Job here. I mean, it looks like Southern Cross with about 3 minutes to go and not incredibly far. Phoenix has their work cut out for them. Still doable. I'll continue to say that until I can. But I always like to see the underdog in this scenario, at least. Maybe not this matchup. Phoenix. Good pick there by Zartman now. Anybody who's played him knows the game's fantastic. Strafing's fantastic. It's difficult to go up against any day. Rackers, though, with these shots, is helping out Rockets and really just keeping any movement from that cart. 2 minutes to go. I'm surprised Phoenix is not putting somebody on the cart to stop those little movements. There we go. Switch to somebody else's perspective. PHNX going to be grabbing rockets, but the cart's moving at the moment. Wow, dashing there. I don't know how you didn't run into the front of the cart. Good picks, good picks. But there's somebody else moving forward. This is a difficult time to have rockets because it takes a second to react to those rockets. It looks like all they need is that. Yep, that tiny little push. Grab these scores real quick. And we can take a look at the work all these guys did. Yeah, the logos aren't good. I'll try and fix that. There we go. Whoop. Nope. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, so you definitely see on top for Phoenix, Zarluin, most kills and most points, but Big Boy Joy and PHNX right there with them. Woe and Abracker's still doing work, struggled a little bit more. Universal, and in fact, Southern Cross overall, kind of a bit higher kills. Universal absolutely demolished here with top scores and top kills overall. Rembrandt Jedi, I mean, all these guys definitely crushed it. While you're looking at those, I'm gonna switch over to the other server. Try and find these guys. Where in the world are they? Yeah, so they're gonna switch to a New York server. I imagine that's definitely gonna help out a lot with the EU guys, with the US guys. I'm sure they struggled on that server, because now that I think about it, even the US guys or North American guys are the east side of the countries that they reside in. So I might have to append my earlier guess. I know we've seen Southern Cross absolutely crushing it on Waterway, but I have a feeling the server is going to play a larger part than you usually like to see it. And so I probably have to go with Phoenix, especially because Oh, it looks like they're a little mixed up in teams at the moment. We usually see Zarluin absolutely crush it if he picks up sniper or pistol sniping. STHX has been really focusing on his aim. I'm working on that a lot recently. It's incredibly good. Although I think they're gonna struggle with the Brackers having one hand again. I don't know how much that'll play into it. I don't know. My predictions might work if I got a little bit more sleep, or it might be better if I got a bit more sleep. So I'd love to see PHNX take it, go to control point. Maybe that's why I'm calling PHNX for that. We'll see how long they end up meeting here to talk. Might not. Looking like they might actually just want to get going, although they are missing somebody for Southern Cross at the moment. Just missed the plane from Sydney to New York. And while we're waiting, we can play with. Let's see how this goes. Not entirely sure how any of this works, so I'm just seeing how it goes. Yay! Let's fill up Southern Cross's room with giant colorful balls. Because why not? Okay. Fun stuff. Haley Arthur, you are too smart, dude. I love how much work some of these guys put into creating random things like that. Stupid little things for the moment, for the time being, but you know, why not? Looks like Southern Cross is gonna bring in Marisol. PHNX chilling here. Let's see what we can do over here. Ah, no! They all died. Ah. Okay. I'm easily entertained. It's all good. Okay. And as we're waiting, like I said, it looks like Southern Cross has brought in Marisol. Definitely somebody tough to go against as well. Once again, making me reconsider my hope or suggestion that PHNX might take this game. I think that's more wish to see control point. But maybe if there's no control point, I can go back to sleep. So we'll see. As usual, anybody in YouTube land, looks like we have gotten a couple more people watching. Let me know, sound, audio, all that good stuff, whether or not you can hear me, whether or not you can hear the game, if game sounds are too loud. Probably turn the music down a little bit. I keep forgetting to do that. But for anybody just joining, we just saw on Launchpad we saw PHNX held before checkpoint and Southern get to their mark with, I think it was a couple minutes ago. So up next we have Waterway, and should it come to it, we're gonna see control. I'm not sure why this server says 17 minutes. I'm not sure why they do that. I think they just forgot a couple minutes ago. I should probably be paying attention to that. Looks like we might have another commentator hopping in. Anybody who it's morning for, I apologize in advance. Might be fathead. Bit difficult to take this early in the morning, but we'll see. Oh, I'm a little low. I'm sorry. I'm probably speaking a little bit quieter than I usually do, just because of the time. But thanks for letting me know, Satan Slayer. Okay. Oh, I should probably let them know that we're good to go. I think they're looking to the drone to find out. Oh, fudge. Here we go. Okay. Oh, well that's weird. I can't see them. Oh, I think it's because they're all dead. Not really sure how to fix that. Let me see. That's funny. Oh, okay. Hopefully we can actually see them in this.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Let me know if you think that the fight's gonna be in a certain button. I'll try and position the drone specifically to get B and a different base. But here we go.
Red takes B.
Quest
Blue
X
takes
now.
B.
Looks like
Red
we could
takes
fight it
B.
already. Good picks by Universal as
takes
usual.
B.
He's a fantastic player. Even
Blue
if he does say
team
emu wrong.
scores. Countered. Blue team scores.
And wow, quite
in
a few
3,
Southern Cross
countered.
countdowns
Blue countered.
already. Let me set this up. Did I get these backwards? I did. Okay, let me switch this. This guy. POV. There we go. Big boy J doing work at B.
Blue takes B.
Brackers.
Red
It's one
takes
hand.
B.
And some picks at B before moving in. Oh.
Blue
Shocks
takes
are always
B.
difficult on
Red
the rail,
takes
but
B.
I imagine seeing worse with one hand. Sarluin's got his double snipers here. I imagine it's going to be frustrating a lot of Southern Cross folks. Southern Cross looks like they've got a sniper up as well. I think they're pistol sniping. And we'll see if Sarluin can take care of that.
Red team countered. Red team countered.
A couple Phoenix countdowns here already. And so it does seem like it's going to be a pretty good back and forth battle.
2, 1.
Oh, wow. Okay,
wins
awesome.
this round.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized both screens are on Sarluin.
Go.
Got Rapscallion up on that screen.
Blue
Let me know if you want to see the drone, if you don't like this cool
Red takes A.
POV screen. I can
Red
change all that.
takes
I can
B.
try to change all that.
Blue takes B.
No promises.
Red takes B. Blue takes
If there's
B.
somebody specific that you want to watch that you think has a big advantage, because I kind of just randomly pick people, or just push the arrow button and
Red takes
oh.
B.
So this is something a Brackers does that's kind of frustrating. He just rides down that bottom rail and sends shocks along at about, you know, head level. You could duck and avoid them and all that good stuff, but it can get frustrating. Nice pick by Sarluin here.
Blue takes B.
And I'm hoping the other POV is changing as people die. And Rapscallion pushing into B.
Red takes B.
So 21 minutes, just over 21 minutes. Oh, Rapscallion, that looks like a server.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Like I said, we're on New York server. We've got Sydney folks on Southern Cross, or well, Australia folks on Southern Cross who are. Oh, Sarluin does like to do this. He likes to hop back into spawn as he's shooting at somebody.
Blue takes B.
Has been deemed legal. Did figure that out.
Red takes B.
Lots of Phoenix folks at B getting ready to push into C, it looks like. looks like a lot of Southern Cross were dead at the moment.
Blue
Would have
takes
been a good time to
B.
cap that button. Good pick by QuestX. Being cautious as he moves into Southern Cross's base. He manages to get the dash and the health, but it's taken out. Looks like Woe is going to play more defensive.
Blue takes C.
Southern Cross manages to counter both their button and B. Oh, good pick there by Crash.
Blue takes
Sorry, Lumen's
B.
getting set up with. Oh, in the water. We've all been there. Sometimes you just want to go for a swim on Waterway. Oh, Southern Cross countdown.
1.
Okay, 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes. We've got 1-to-1 game. Did expect it to be pretty back and forth. So, there we go.
Go.
Start out in Rat Stallion here. We saw him pushing into the enemy base pretty early on last time.
Blue
Good
takes
picks.
B.
Oh, that post dash. Oh, and it looks like we're gonna get a blue countdown already. Good counter there by QuestX. Quite the battle going on at B.
Red takes B.
Racker, one-handed shot. Marisol
Blue takes B.
looks like the battle of pistol snipers is just not. Oh, and it does end. Marisol dying. Good job. Whoa.
Blue takes
Back
B.
health. See if he can push into Southern Cross's base. It looks like Southern Cross still has B. So, oh, battle under B. Oh, I
Red
think
takes
everybody's
B.
struggling with these servers, even if Phoenix does
takes
have
B.
that advantage. Good
Red
pick there by
takes
Big
B.
Boy. Phoenix definitely has some people at B, but taken
Blue
out by
takes
Universal.
B. Red takes C. Blue takes C.
He nearly gets. Oh, he does get that pick.
Red
Nice
takes
Crackers.
B.
I'm wondering how long this match is gonna go.
Red takes B.
This would be the time where if somebody else was in the booth, I'd say predictions. I think we're gonna see an overtime. I think it's gonna go on 25 minutes. I'm thinking it's probably gonna go at least another 8-10 more minutes. I think the time's gonna be under 10 by the time somebody gets 3. I don't know that we're gonna see an overtime. That would be exciting. That's exciting to your Saturday morning,
Blue
Saturday
takes
evening,
A.
or Saturday night. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to learn these
Red
time zones.
takes
I think
A.
I've got that figured by now. Darluin doing work
takes
here.
B.
She's just absolutely demolishing,
Red
making it
takes
difficult
B.
for anybody to even get to B, let alone past B. It looks like
takes
Phoenix
B.
does have. Well, they did have B. Only needed C. Let's see if we can help out with the battle at B. But it looks like Southern Cross has won that, and they're gonna push forward. Darluin waiting for somebody to hop into base to pick him off,
Red
but
takes B.
looks like his teammates did that for him. Phoenix really only needs the one button. Looks like they're struggling to push into Southern
takes
Cross's
B.
base.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
Oh, looks like Fathead is not gonna join. All good. It's early. Universal looks like he's just bopping around in. Oh nope, that's his own base. He's waiting to get out the Rackers and those shocks. Keep seeing. He's probably gonna be pretty fantastic at shocks with one hand.
Red team countered.
Good Phoenix countdown there, but countered at B by Jedi.
Red team scores.
Another
3.
countdown.
Countered.
We've got quite a few Southern Cross up. I think they're just waiting
Blue
for that
takes
timing to
B.
work out
Red
where
takes
they can
B.
cap the button and get that countdown with a lot of
Blue
Southern Cross
takes
down.
B.
Darluin is probably going to be a big part of that because he has taken out so many of these guys. Man. It's fun to watch. Difficult to go against.
Blue takes B.
But he is taken out by Rapscallion there. And if they can cap that button, that'll be a countdown
Blue
with
team
multiple
scores
down.
in 3.
They get it with
2
one down.
countered.
and they get the counter at B and C. So now they just need, Phoenix just needs their own base.
Red team countered.
And we do have a Phoenix countdown, but Southern Cross counters at B and A. A lot of these counters really are full button counters.
Blue team scores in 3 counter.
3 Phoenix up, they do get that counter, and they do clear out their base. Starting to push forward to B, alleviate some of that pressure on their own base. Marisol still up here pistol sniping. I wonder if she's really trying to take out Zarluin. Is just demolishing at 49 kills and 9
Blue
deaths.
takes B. Red takes B. Blue takes A. Blue
And
counter.
Jedi manages to cap B for that countdown, which is fully countered at Phoenix's own base. Plus X looks like he's doing a little bit of pistol sniping here. Maybe that was just waiting for a dash. Oh, good pick before moving on to C. Taken out, and a Southern Cross countdown. Oh, and Woe was just barely unable to make that countdown, or that counter. Got the pick. There was a good button hold by, I think it was Rapscallion.
Match point.
But was unable to cap that.
First,
So 2-1, 14:40-ish to go.
Red takes
Woe is
A.
already making his way into the enemy base, but is taken out by Jedi, waiting for that dash. Definitely something we want to see whenever you head into the enemy base, is keep moving. You stand still in somewhere as predictable as dash window for too long, and you're going to be taken out. Picked there by Crackers, but he is taken out at B,
Blue takes B.
and Southern Cross is able to take B. Zarluin here getting set up with his
Red
snipers.
takes B.
Looks like Phoenix also has somebody else pistol sniping. Once again, maybe just waiting for a dash.
Red team score counter.
Phoenix count. So we're definitely getting a lot of Phoenix countdowns. I think it's, as I said, just the timing between capping that, getting that countdown while quite a few Southern Cross are down. And I think one of the reasons that they're struggling with that might be that they've got half a person offensive in the backers at the moment. At least, you know,
Blue
half
takes B.
of 2 arms.
Red takes B.
See Crash Zone there, deciding not to wait for the dash. This is my move.
Blue
Moves to B,
takes B.
takes B, but is taken out. It looks like Phoenix
Blue
does have
takes B.
quite a few people there at B. That are finally taken out. And Marisol, good
Red
pick
takes
there on
B.
Zarluin. Definitely not easy to do as he's crouching behind the wall there.
Red
Only his head is
team
visible.
scores
Good countdown here. Let's see if we can.
Counter.
And Jedi gets that
Red
counter at B.
counter.
That was really good by him.
Blue
Looks
takes
like
C.
Phoenix really just needs their own base. No, okay. So now they need Southern Cross's base. Oh my goodness. I don't know if Willem had picked up that rocket there at the end, but if he hadn't died, he would have been stuck with a rocket on Waterway, which some people swear by.
Counter.
By some people, I think there's about 1 person who does that. Maybe 2. If you like rockets on Waterway, put that in the YouTube chat.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
So 12:30 here, 2-1 in favor of Southern Cross. Good pick there by
Red
Zarluin.
takes
Takes
B.
out Marisol, who I think was the one
Red
trying.
takes
Oh,
B.
Rapscallion
Blue
takes
A.
out Zarluin. Pops up right in front of him. Rapscallion's trying
Blue
to.
team
Oh,
countered.
was holding down the enemy base. Decided to go
Red
back to
takes
B.
C.
Now he's gonna gobble up all the resources in Phoenix's base, but taken out by
Red
Zarluin
team
probably. Oh,
scores 3 countered.
and a good counter at B. They're getting a lot of these counters at B.
Blue
Doing
takes
a
C.
good job with that. I think it's just the aggression that we're seeing.
Red takes B.
There's a battle at B going on, which Phoenix does win. Marisol trying to take out Zarluin, but Zarluin wins that battle. Oh my gosh. It's just incredibly frustrating to go up against. Oh,
Red takes C.
and they cap enemy base, but
Red
they
team
aren't able to hold
scored.
it.
Countered.
And they weren't able to get B early enough. Okay, lots of Phoenix dead, hopefully.
Blue takes C.
Southern Cross doesn't cap it at that point, but they have all respawned now. Southern Cross is doing a great job of holding B. Like I said, we're seeing a lot of those counters at B, but even whenever Phoenix gets into Southern Cross's
Red
base,
takes B. Blue
They
takes
don't generally
B.
have B. And Zarluin really trying to fight from inside spawn there.
Red takes red team.
Danger. Oh,
Score
good
countered.
countdown, but once again, a lot of Southern Cross folks were alive.
Red takes B. Blue
Looks like
takes B.
Zarluin's hanging on the edge of the building
Red
there for a
takes
little bit.
B.
Rapscallion. Oh, popping up and down at B.
Blue takes B. Red takes
Universal's
B.
up too. Manages.
Red team
Oh,
countered.
good counter there. Got at least one, if not two, of Phoenix's dashes.
Blue
Finally
takes
taken out.
B.
And once again, Phoenix had what did manage to cap Southern Cross's base, but did not
Red
have B
takes
while they
A.
did it.
Red takes C. Blue takes C. Red takes
Man,
red
we're definitely
team
seeing
scores 3.
2 down
2
there.
countered.
It looks like
Red
Universal
takes
was the
B.
one to counter that again. Was in their own base. In just under 10 minutes.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
I always hate to see Waterway games go to time where one person or one team is up.
Blue takes B.
I don't know why. That might just be me, but I'd
Blue
rather
team
see it,
scores
go to time and they get 2-2 or
Blue
1-1 or
takes B.
something. Because at this point,
scores
I mean, Southern Cross isn't exactly doing it,
countered.
but
Blue
they
team
would be
countered.
able to just turtle up and keep that lead for another 9 minutes. We've seen teams try to do that. It's not
Red
always
takes B.
effective and it's not always the smartest way to go, but
Red
theoretically
takes
possible.
A. Blue takes B.
Rapscallion is trying his darndest to get into Phoenix Spawn. Is taken out by one-handed abs there.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
Battle under B. Looks like
Red
Southern Cross
takes
has.
B.
Oh, making a liar of me. I was gonna say they have both buttons. Phoenix has
takes
2
A.
buttons, waiting to push in.
Blue takes C.
Uh,
Blue team
Phoenix at that point
scores
only needed their own
countered.
button. Good counter there at B by PHNX. But Southern Cross is both A and C at the
Red
moment.
takes
So
A.
Phoenix has grabbed their own base back. Imagine we'll see a push into Southern Cross's base
Blue
now.
takes B.
It looks like
Red
Quokka
takes B.
is
Blue
rooting
takes
for Southern
B.
Cross. And I just learned
Red
what the Quokka
takes
was.
B.
It's adorable.
Blue takes B.
Jedi is struggling for that dash, but is taken out while he's waiting.
Blue team
By
scores
PHNX
countered.
and gets the
Red
counter
takes B.
in their own
Blue
base.
takes B.
It seemed to be turning in favor of Southern Cross. Just the countdowns and the counters and all that stuff. I don't know what Phoenix is doing differently, if anything. But
Red takes B.
despite it being 2-1. Oh. A little ring around the rosy there by PHNX and Rapscallion. Chasing each other under B. Good pick there by Woe, but is taken out before he can get into their base. Couple down
Blue takes B.
on either side there. If they can get the counter. And the countdown.
Red takes B. Red takes B.
And the Bracker's grabbing his shot, looking to make his way into enemy base. Or hold down B. Actually, no, he's gonna go after that sniper. Let's see some
Blue
shock
takes
sniping.
B. Red takes A.
Oh, good
Red
pick
takes
there. He's gonna
red
hold down their
team.
base.
Scores
Oh,
3,
oh,
2.
no!
Counter.
Unable to get that last pick. That might have been it.
Red
It's
team.
close.
Counter.
So
Blue
we're seeing
takes
more
B.
Phoenix countdowns here as Zarluin keeps Southern Cross away from
Blue takes B.
B. Yeah, and keeps them from coming in. That's 3 down if they can tap that. Oh. And so now that the developers added this, that when you pull up the menu, you can see who's dead and who's alive. I think for a lot of people, it's kind of become a habit to, when they die, pull up that menu and call out if multiple are down, or how many are down. Which makes a huge difference on domination, because you can call out to your team if you're in a 1v1 fight, and somebody calls out that 3 are down, you want to get to that button. As anybody who plays probably knows, but anybody who doesn't play fairly regularly might not know. If you tap that button, anybody who's down, if there's a counter, or countdown, I'm sorry, if you have all 3 buttons your color, countdown, those who are dead do not get to respawn until the button is capped, or until your team gets the button capped.
Blue takes speed.
Which influences, risk calculus on whether to go for fun, whether to go for the kill, all that good stuff. So if you want to unlock those on your team who died or are waiting to spawn, you get to that button. Sorry, I'm going to take out the other Rapscallion. Sorry, I'm just rambling.
Blue takes A.
Like, process A and C, good pick there by Rapscallion. Again, was taken out.
Red takes
Universal. Who have we not watched much? Let's watch Crashstone for a little bit.
Red takes B.
I'm hoping the other screen is cycling through. Let me know if it's not. And if it's just stuck on one person.
Blue takes B.
Okay, Crashstone taken out at B there. The Southern Cross still does have control of B.
Red takes
like
C.
Phoenix moved in. Yep, once again, Phoenix has an A and C, but no B. Good counter. We can see. Yep, counter there. B.
Takes C.
Nice, right, Crashstone. Marisol taken out by Zarluin. Zarluin is not giving any leeway.
Red takes B.
Oh my gosh. As soon as I switch to someone, killed by Zarluin. Zarluin's sitting here at 107 kills and 18 deaths.
Blue takes B.
Southern Cross really is going to need to do something about him to be able to get another point. And again, Southern Cross is sitting here, sitting pretty at 2-1 in points. Low manages to cap that, but it's taken up by Universal. Good pick moving into B there. Another good pick. So they've got A and B now. Let's see if they can get C. Manages to grab that dash. No! Gosh, this is usually the point in game where I'm just going,
Red team scores 3.
Okay, 2.
1.
Oh, no!
Red team
Okay,
wins this
3 minutes to
round.
go. 2-2. Wow. Any prediction? Quick predictions in YouTube comments. Are we gonna see an overtime? I shouldn't be so excited about this.
Blue
But
takes C.
might see an overtime. Might see a control point. Who knows? And I believe control point will be played on a New York server if it comes to it.
Blue takes A.
But as we're seeing here, Southern Cross is doing really well on a New York server. Clearly not having as much of an issue as I expected. But I mean, a lot of these teams who are playing in who are from different regions, we see them playing on US servers a lot, so they're definitely used to it. They've learned how to adjust for that difference in ping. Couple Southern Cross in Phoenix's base, but Zarluin's doing a great job of clearing them out. Oh my gosh. Rapscallion taken out by Zarluin. Universal, we're gonna see him taken out by Zarluin. Taken out by Zarluin.
Red takes B.
Looks like YouTube comments still cheering for Southern Cross. Makes sense. You guys are probably the only ones awake at the moment. Other than me. And Fathead, who didn't want to join in commentary. Looks like a Phoenix countdown, but once again countered at B. 118 kills, 20 deaths. Rapscallion's the only one alive, but does manage to get that counter. It was really clutch by him at the moment. We're seeing a lot more Phoenix countdowns at the moment. Not sure if that last point gave him some more momentum. Good, last second counter there. Only 3 alive for Phoenix, and Brackers with one hand manages to get the kill and get the counter. But we see Southern Cross with 2 buttons here and pushing into Phoenix's base. Zarluin getting his sniper set up.
Blue takes C. Blue
Yes,
counters.
this is definitely a close
Red
game.
takes A.
Yeah, this is what you want to see at this point in the
Blue takes C.
season. I mean, I'd love to see all season, but as we keep hearing on commentary and from those on the board, the MMR system just, you know, takes some time to work itself out. 40 seconds to go here. 2 to 2. We'll see if there's any last second pushes from either of the teams to try and avoid going through sudden death, but I imagine on comms at the moment, there's quite a bit of talk about who's doing what in sudden death. Sudden death, for those who are not familiar, is getting to B.
Red takes B. Blue takes B.
And who can hold it, but
Red takes
if you
B.
die, you don't respawn. So Phoenix really making a push here at the last 4
Blue
seconds,
takes B.
but it looks like neither team is going to be able to get that 3rd point. Okay, 2 to 2, overtime. Let's go.
Sudden death.
Let's see what these teams do.
Red team.
Couple
scores
pistol snipers
3,
set up.
2.
Remember,
Blue
if
team
you die, you
scores.
don't
Red
respawn.
team
It looks
scores.
like
Blue team
only one is up for
scores.
blue, and it
Red
looks like
team
red has taken
scores.
this. That's a
3,
team wipe for
2,
Southern Cross.
1.
Phoenix took it. We're
Red
gonna
team
see a control
wins.
point. Yay! A little bit of excitement for Saturday morning. Dashley, let's go. I'm sorry, I can't muster much more excitement or enthusiasm than that. Cool. As I said, I'm thinking they're staying in this server. Not 100% sure. But we shall see. Oh, scores! Dummy. Okay, let's see. Let me grab those. Throw them in here. What was that? That was Waterway, wasn't it? There we go. And the logos are actually correct. So, we saw Quest X on top. Lots of button pushes by him. 86 kills, still insane. Zarluin, 126 kills and 20 deaths. Clearly did work. That's ridiculous. Abs still, even with one hand, was absolutely crushing it. Good on you. I'm not sure how you managed that. I would be incredibly frustrated. Probably just yelling random things the entire time. Southern Cross, we have Crash Zone, who, oh wow, 56 kills, got 16,000 points. Followed by Universal, Jedi, Rapscallion, Marisol. Basically, everybody was right around the same in points. They're not too far apart in kills either. Okay, so it does look like they're staying in this server, which makes that a bit more simple. Bit simpler, bit more simple. And so yeah, a fantastic Waterway. 2 to 2, went to overtime, and Phoenix took it. And as we saw earlier, anybody who didn't see, Southern Cross did take Launchpad, held Phoenix at checkpoint, and then got to their mark with a couple minutes remaining, I believe. Good job, both teams. It's exciting. Like, I mean, we expected this to be a close match, expected it to go to control point, and here we are. Let's see what they can do with that. Okay, so are we having, not sure if we're seeing any changes in lineups here. Looks like somebody has hopped out for Phoenix. They've still got Brackers in. Looks like Zarluin has hopped out. That might just be for a second. I imagine he's probably coming back in. Southern Cross looks like they're sticking with pretty much the same lineup. Marisol, Rembrandt, Rapscallion, Crash, and Universal. I'm curious if Phoenix just does not have a replacement because there are no shocks on Control Point. It's the one map that does not have shocks, and that's going to be difficult for Brackers. Maybe we'll see him grab rockets. I don't know. Staples, maybe just stick with a pistol and just continue. We might actually see him grab SMG and just pepper the button area. Rapscallion, not sure what you're doing there, bud. Okay. Looks like everybody's discussing their strategies here. QuestX strafing a bit. Imagine saying to chill at button and strafe and button hold and all that good stuff. Duck behind it. We see that a lot nowadays. I'm hoping we don't have a battery issue or anything with Zarluin. I'd hate to see this go to Control Point and then end on a 4v5, but I imagine we'll see him come back in a second. So I believe they have 10 minutes in between maps again. Looks like the time's not too weird on this one. The other one, for some reason, you hop in and it's already at like 5 minutes. Maybe because they switched to a different server. I don't know. I'm gonna move the drone to at least let them know we're good to go. It looks like we do have Zarluin back in. Doing a little bit of shadow boxing there to warm up. And so we got 5 in for both teams. Good to go whenever they are. And I'm imagining they probably, I'm not sure if they expected to go to this to go to Control Point, whether they discuss strats beforehand or whether they're going to need this whole 10 minutes to discuss strats. The New York server, you know, we're going to see Southern Cross have a little bit more of a difficult time. But as I said, you know, Brackers has got one hand. That is not quite a 4v5, but without shocks, which we generally see him use when he's got one hand, I think they're gonna be handicapped for sure. And Southern Cross definitely has some killers in there. We'll see if they can capitalize upon the fact that Brackers has got one hand. Like I said, I'm thinking we might see him pick up SMGs. I'd be a little surprised if he stays with pistols, but I don't know. I'm excited to see. So we've got another 5 minutes for them to wait. Fast Dirks in comments saying, Abs, the one-armed wonder. You're not wrong. A lot of times we're seeing him in pubs now with his clan tag or however his name is. It's one-arm Abs. Fairly appropriate. And stops any questions about, Abs, do you only have one hand? Kind of like when people play with mute in front of their name. Stops the questions. Do you know you're muted? Can't hear you. Yeah. We once again saw somebody drop out from Phoenix and pop back in. Not sure if they're trying to rectify an internet issue. A lot of these Phoenix folks are probably having a better time on this server between being EU or being East Coast of North America, not necessarily US. I'm not sure about WoW or Big Boy. Yeah, so they've still got WoW and Big Boy in. But I imagine they're US at least, I'm not sure. Looks like they're probably gonna take the full 10 minutes here. Both teams still in their lobbies. Not sure if they're still discussing at the moment or just shooting at each other. And we see Phoenix move into the center. Let them know we're good to go. Southern Cross still has some time if they want to take it. Yeah, from the YouTube comments, I agree. Brackers is, you know, he's been playing with one hand now for I'm sure on his point of view, frustratingly long amount of time. He's always been fantastic with shocks, so he's definitely familiar with them, and he's managed to adapt pretty well. Like I said, I'm curious if he's had to remap buttons or anything, or if he's just foregone sprint or something like that that he had on his other controller. And I think it did hurt them a bit more on Launchpad than it did on Waterway. Clearly, they took Waterway. We might have seen a win by PHNX on Launchpad. I don't know. But either way, they can still pull it out here if they can take control point. Just waiting on some Southern Cross folks. Both teams do have 5 in. Maybe we're waiting on Zerluin, who seems to be frozen. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. He's posing. That's what he's doing. He's posing with the camera. So we're looking at the camera there. We're gonna see, okay, a couple of them emulate that pose. Yep, okay, there, he dropped. Okay, so I imagine we'll see him hop back in here in a second. Hoping it's not a network issue, because that's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen him drop, and they're about at 10 minutes here. I think Southern Cross is getting close to wanting to go to bed, but it is a Saturday night, so there he is. Zerluin's back, done posing for the camera. Okay, let's see if we can get this going. Letting them know we're good to go. Man. Universal being a goof. There we go. And they're
Match
off.
starts in 3, 2, 1.
Let me see if I can
Go.
get this drone in a decent place so I can see a lot of the action.
Blue team has captured the control point.
Let me know if you think we'll be in a better spot. We've seen rockets already. I'm imagining that might be
Has
Brackers.
captured the control point. Red team
You know what?
captured.
Blue
team has captured
dual
the control
POV.
point.
If you would prefer the drone, let me know.
Red team has
We'll change
captured
it.
the control
And
point.
right off the bat, we've got a pretty close
Blue
game.
team has captured the control point. Red team has taken the lead. Red team has captured the control point.
Pretty back
Blue
and
team
forth.
has captured the control
With
point.
Southern Cross pulling out a little bit, but we see a lot of red bodies at the button. Crashton tries to make her way to the button, unable to tap it. Oh, and Rapscallion is trying to steal Phoenix's dash, unable to do so. He's taken out. Marisol managed to catch up before being taken out. We got 31 to 26 right off the bat. It's a definitely close game.
Blue team has captured the
Phoenix
control point.
taken out there. Really would be curious to see how much server is impacting this game. Rack is going for Rocket.
Captured the control point. Blue team has captured the
He's
control
definitely going to be
point.
struggling. We'll see how well Phoenix can compensate for that.
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control
It's still
point.
really close,
Blue
so
team has
Phoenix is doing a
captured the
great job
control
of
point.
compensating for lack of an
Red team
arm,
has captured the control
but
point.
they are just barely
Blue
behind.
team has
Rapscallion
captured the
manages
control
to get
point.
past a couple Phoenix to cap the
Red
button,
team
but is
has
taken out.
captured the control point.
Right now we see a lot of Southern Cross moving in as a group.
Red team has captured the
Oh,
control
those
point.
rockets are doing work. Yeah, Brackers.
Taken the lead. Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the
Okay,
control
I'm
point.
not sure how
Blue team has
spastic
taken
it
the
looks
lead.
on your guys' side to see the dual POV with absolute chaos at the button, so let's get the drone set up here.
Blue team has captured the control point.
Give you an idea at least of how many of what colored bodies are in the area.
Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has
Backers with
captured
those
the
rockets
control
taken
point.
out by Universal. Just gonna hang out in enemy spawn for a little bit, try and get a pick or two, but taken out by Zarlin.
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has captured the control point. Blue team has captured the control
91
point.
to 80
Red
at the
team
moment.
has captured the control point.
Super close.
Blue
I'm
team has captured
really
the
curious what
control
this is going to
point.
come down to. This is incredibly close. Big boy today. Getting a couple picks there, but probably should have been going for cart. Instead of Brackers trying to stand us with that one hand.
Control point.
And he's going to be peppering that button. Good job there. Get some damage on it. At least makes it easier for his teammate to clear the area.
Blue team has captured
Good
the
pick
control
there.
point. Red team has captured
Man,
the control point.
this is why we practice the mutators
Blue
rockets
team
only now.
has
Not
captured
control
the
point.
control point.
Nah.
Red
It's
team
fun that you
has
can do that,
captured the
but
control point.
and I guess it
Blue
does give you
team
practice
has
for
captured the control point.
random scenarios that might come up, but I imagine you don't see it real often. Rapscallion is stealing the enemy's button, or enemy's dash there. Gets a good pick. Sniper area. Finally taken out by PHNX, who was then taken out.
Captured the control point.
Whoa, a little bit. Coming out of the sniper area. Waiting to cap that button. Quite a few Phoenix in the area with 129 to 116. I think this is going to be pretty damn close to about 200. We might even see, you know, a final score of like 280 or so to 300, 90. That's how you know it's going to
Blue
be
team has captured the control point.
I mean, this is a continual difference of
Captured the control
10 to
point.
20. It's an incredibly close game. These teams are
Blue team
really quite
has
evenly
captured
matched.
the control point.
Good pick there by, oh, and the Brackers decided to go with shotties.
Captured the
I think
control
that's
point.
another pretty good choice.
Blue team has captured the control point. Red team has
Finally
captured
taken
the
out.
control point.
There's all moving in to try and get the button, but it's taken out before she can get there.
Red team has taken the lead. Blue
And
team
Phoenix has
has
taken the
captured
lead.
The control point. Red team has captured the control point.
This is incredibly
Blue
back
team
and forth.
has captured the control point. Blue team has
I mean, it
taken
does
the
bring
lead.
up a couple interesting questions. A, if a Brackers had two hands, how close would it be? And B, if it was on a
Blue
Sydney
team
server, how
has
close would it
captured
be?
the control point.
Rapscallion seems to be waiting there for the dash. But it was a red control point, a red button, so not sure how effective that was. Zarluin caps the already red button, taken out by Universal. Universal manages to get the button, but it's taken out right away, and it's just back and forth for who's got the lead. Some good picks here by Woe. And Phoenix once again is taking the lead. Super back and forth. Woe gets another good pick, manages to stay alive, and go grab health. Ooh. But this has been a blue button for a little bit now. And it looks like they're taking the lead now. Backers with a double pick. Manages to get that third one. And basically cleared the area for Phoenix to take the lead. Man, Southern Cross has got to be aware that the Brackers is doing this, and they've got to be a little bit more careful about putting two at button.
Red team has taken the lead.
Non-funny thing. I kind of like that description by Masters in the comments. Yeah, the Brackers and Zarluin are playing with pretty good ping, even being EU, because they're on New York. So I mean, pretty good is relative. They're probably close to 80,
Blue team has captured
70.
the control point.
Yeah, and that definitely keeps me edge. As much as we hate people complaining about hit red, complaining about ping difference. It's super frustrating to be in a lobby where people are just constantly complaining about that. It does make a difference. And hello, good morning, good afternoon. Canadian in the comments as well. 224 to 205 here. It looks like Phoenix is starting to pull away. We've got quite a few in the area, as we see some Southern Cross trickling in. We haven't seen this one for a little bit. But it looks like Southern Cross has managed to get a pretty good setup here in the area. We're seeing Zarluin and STHX getting to that button and really just sprint strafing around it, hiding behind it. Yeah, good job there by Rembrandt, gets to the button and the kill. But it does give Phoenix an opportunity to get set up here, staying super close to button. Oh, Rembrandt is having some difficulties with that server, as we expect. Yeah, doing fantastically here, 260 or so to 230. Phoenix is definitely taking a fairly dominating lead at the moment. Or, yeah, I mean, 270 to 230. Looks like this is going to be incredibly difficult for Southern Cross to come back from. They're still going to fight for it, obviously. They're still doing a good job of keeping in the game. There are 2 Phoenix in the area, though, at that button. I don't know what Phoenix adjusted, if they adjusted anything to be able to keep those bodies in the area. Good picks there by Zarluin. Rembrandt does a great job strafing around that button, and we're at 280 to 250, so Southern Cross has managed to narrow the lead by a little bit. But Phoenix is at 290, and they're really going to have to stop even those little those seconds of button pushes. Their focus has got to be that button instead of kills. I mean, ideally it has been all along, but 295, 263, 290, there we go. So, super close matchup, very fun to watch. Great job to both teams. Both teams definitely had extenuating circumstances, be it ping, be it one hand, and they still did fantastic. I'm sorry I don't have a cool little video for the top of the score screen for control point. Maybe I'll see if I can do that at some point. But we see QuestX at the top for Phoenix, Crash Zone at the top for Southern Cross. Rembrandt super focused on buttons, doing a great job there. Rapscallion, quite a few kills. And we often see that for control point where, the top might not be the biggest kills, but then there's top kills somewhere in the middle. And it's really just what role each person is playing for the team. Brackers with those rockets, that was fun to watch. Switching between rockets and shotguns, I think did a great job with the unfortunate situation he's dealing with. And so we see Phoenix take control point and Waterway. Southern Cross took Launchpad. Great job by both teams once again. Pull you back over to here. And let me grab this so we can pull up what else is going on for the day. Anything else you want to watch? Shameless plug for UNSC Versa and UNSC Verse team name. UNSC has got quite the day today, so good luck to them. Very difficult matches, and hopefully they do well. HHI vs Sky later on in the day at 5:30 Eastern, followed quickly by Obey vs Supernova at 6 Eastern, and The has 2 matchups today as well, UNSC and D. So 8 p.m. Eastern is the versus D, and to finish out the day, Bias versus Acme at 10 p.m. Full day of Dash League, as I said. We've got games across all tiers, and hopefully we see some really good matches. As I said, you know, Southern Cross and Phoenix kind of set the bar for good games for the day, but hoping to see a couple more. Good job to both teams, Phoenix and Southern Cross. You guys both did fantastic. They were great games to watch. Super excited that it got to go to control point. And, you know, have a good rest of the day.